What have you Timmons here? Now, since this month I'm doing reviews for past April films. Okay, here is my review. I can't believe I'm even doing this, but I'm not gonna only do reviews for films that I like. I'm also doing reviews for films that are not so good. So yesterday I just did my finger review. You can find that on there. But here is my review for the 1998 film Barney's Great Adventure. I'm not gonna lie. When I was a kid, I used to watch Barney. I was a weird kid. Used to I used to. I'm not even joking. When I was a kid, I actually saw this movies. You know, but when you grow up, you realize that stuff you used to watch as a kid is annoying now. Okay, that is how I feel about Barney. Yeah, and I mean, in the '90s, Barney was popular back in the days. Barney and Friends premiered back in the early '90s. I mean, if it wasn't for Barney, technically, if it wasn't for Barney, we wouldn't have Selena Gomez and WWE Model Mother because they actually had their starts on Barney and Friends. So go back then. But they decided to bring Barney from the small screen all the way to the big screen because I guess they didn't want to only bring out dinosaurs that scare people, which of course was Jurassic Park. And so we ended up getting Barney's Great Adventure, which premiered back on April 3rd, 1998. And funny, it starred Trevor Morgan, who you might actually know from, speaking of Jurassic Park, he was actually in Jurassic Park 3, 3 years after. So it's, and in Jurassic Park 3, there was actually a funny moment where the kid in there was watching Barney and Friends on TV, which, I mean, okay, Barney on Jurassic Park, perfect. He is a dinosaur, so yeah, it was pretty funny because Trevor Morgan, of course, was in this, and then he ended up appearing in another dinosaur movie, which was Jurassic Park 2. I always find that to be pretty funny. Of course, he is best known for his Sixth Sense as well. He doesn't do all that. I always wish he won all of this. But anyway, and so yeah, Barney's Great Adventure. You also had a very young Kyla Pratt, who you might know as the little girl from Doctor Dolittle. So anyway, now in it stars Trevor Morgan, who plays Cody, who goes on a trip to his grandfather's farm, and with his sister and their friend here, and the trip turns out to be a bummer. When and so who should save the day will be Barney when Barney comes out. Because at first Barney becomes a dog, and then now boom, he becomes like a big, annoying guy we would love. And so, yeah, and they wish also, and wish upon a star ends up turning, sends down this magical mysterious egg, and they're trying to find out what's inside that egg. And so, yeah, there becomes like a adventure and all that. There's also music, which I bet the music in this is actually not as bad as it's not as cringy as the music from the show. Like you don't really get that "I love you, you love me" thing or anything like that. There is a pretty solid song, music in this one. But anyway, yeah, I mean Barney's Great Adventure. Let's be real, it's not so good. I used to like this movie as a kid. Grow up to know that Barney is a bit annoying. Of course, Barney was once I'm not even joking. The guy who plays Barney is now a sex therapist. Wrap your heads around that. But anywho, yeah, there is actually an interesting hot air balloon moment, which I thought was really okay, I guess. Uh, but yeah, this movie just is very cringy. It's very like mortifying here. Uh, you know, Barney also like the look of Barney is a bit always been a bit odd. Uh, but I would say, I would also say one thing that the kids they all actually had some very good chemistry with one another. I thought they were playing with each other pretty well. But Barney here looks pretty much more real and more magical on video, but on film he's just a goofy person who's in a costume, and yeah, I mean it's not not that good of film. When you, there probably are some kids who will appreciate it because I mean, let's be real, we're not really the demographic like us. Older guys nowadays, older folks. We're not the demographic for Barney. You know, although I would say I actually prefer the Sesame Street movies over Barney because I find Sesame Street is not as cringy as Barney was. But anyway, yeah, I mean, and now I'm not even joking. We are going to be getting a Barney movie on the big screen again because remember a couple years back it was announced that soon to be Oscar-winning actor Dan Kaluuya, who just appeared in Judas and Black Messiah, he's actually producing a Barney movie. So when he wins his Oscar, cool fact, he's going to be doing a Barney film. Okay, perfect. I'm going to be now interested to see how he does with that, but we'll see. But anyway, let me leave you guys. Have you ever seen Barney's Great Adventure? And so, what's over? Were you a fan of it? Were you not a fan of it? If you guys want to see a better review, go watch the Sandra Critics review for us. That's actually a better fun review. But that aside, were you ever a fan of Barney's Great Adventure? Were you ever a fan of Barney in general back in the days? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. This is Simmer sign out.